It's 11:47 p.m. The deadline is at midnight. You've known about this for 3 weeks. You did nothing for 18 of those days. Now your hands are shaking, your heart is racing, and somehow you're doing your sharpest work of the week. Why does this keep happening? You call yourself lazy. You promise it won't happen again. It always happens again. But the real answer is far stranger than laziness. Your brain isn't broken. It's running a survival program built for a world that never had deadlines. Procrastination doesn't feel like laziness from the inside. It feels like dread. You open the document, a small discomfort hits you. You close the tab. The discomfort vanishes instantly. Your brain just learned something powerful. Avoidance works. Psychologist Tim Cycle, who studied procrastination for decades at Carleton University, found it isn't a time management problem at all. It's an emotion regulation problem. You're not failing to plan. You're failing to sit with a feeling. Here's where it gets stranger. Your brain runs two systems that constantly disagree. One is ancient and emotional, built to react to right now. The other is newer and logical, built to imagine a future that doesn't exist yet. When a deadline is weeks away, your logical system understands it, but your emotional system feels nothing. Why would evolution build it this way? Because for most of human history, planning 6 weeks ahead never kept anyone alive. Reacting to the next 5 minutes did. A rustle in the grass mattered. An abstract future didn't. You are descended from brains that prioritized now. Economist George Ainsley called this hyperbolic discounting. A reward or a consequence loses almost all its emotional weight the further away it sits in time. A test in 6 weeks barely registers. A test in 6 hours feels like an emergency. Your brain isn't reading a calendar. It's measuring danger the way an animal measures distance. Far away doesn't count. Close does. So on day 1 of an assignment, the deadline is real but weightless. Starting the task, though, has immediate weight. Confusion? Fear of not being good enough. Your brain runs a quiet calculation, and by its own old logic, it isn't wrong. Small, immediate pain versus distant, abstract pain. Avoid the immediate one, every time. Then the deadline stops being abstract. It becomes an emergency, and your body responds like one. Cortisol rises. Adrenaline rises. Researcher Fuskia Siroas found that people who chronically procrastinate show measurably higher stress hormones as deadlines close in. That frantic focus you feel the night before isn't magic. It's your ancient alarm system finally recognizing the threat, 20 days too late. And here's the twist. That last-minute panic often produces good work, so your brain gets rewarded for waiting. It files away a lesson and reuses it next time. Waiting isn't failure. It's a strategy that keeps working, even as it quietly wears you down. Now think about your own patterns. The task you avoid longest is rarely the hardest one. It's the one that makes you feel exposed. Procrastination was never really about the task. It's about protecting yourself right now from a feeling, even if the protection costs you later. So the fix isn't more discipline. Discipline asks a young system to out-argue an ancient one, and the ancient one usually wins. The real fix is shrinking the task until it stops feeling like a threat. 2 minutes instead of 2 hours. Sitting with discomfort just long enough to notice it fades. So next time it's 11:47 p.m. and you're somehow doing your best thinking of the week, remember what's happening. It isn't a flaw finally catching up with you. It's a 200,000-year-old survival system meeting a deadline it was never built to understand. Doing exactly what it was designed to do. Reacting to right now. It just took right now a little too long to arrive.